Okay, let's update this thing. I'm gonna talk about how the robots that is, are trading and how they don't care about the news or what other coins are doing. So they simply have a move, internal retracement, and then they're hoping for an external move. The entrance for the bots is going to be from 0.5 to 0.618 with the stop being behind 0.65. And then here are the profit taking areas: 1, 0.23, 0.618 and -1. Just gonna move this for better vision. These are the profit taking areas. Then when one move is done, we have another move. This was an important pivot because after this one we had a whole other impulsive movement. So after having a strong impulsive movement, the bots don't care. They're gonna enter from 0.5, 0.618 with the stop being under the 0.65. And the targets are gonna be here again. Even -1.61. Now that we approximately know the target of the next measured move, and that we didn't have a stop, we still have the power of robots or the bots that are automatically trading. We might expect some sort of movements and geometry to be broken before we have a further development of the price action going hopefully to higher prices. Now we have smart money. Smart money is not the robots. It's people that are waiting at these areas where we had candles, and after those candles we had a huge price spike, such as these ones. For example, before this move we had this and that. For the moment this one is kind of broken, so the next one is going to be here. Smart money sits there and buys spots, and then they sell like the robots are doing. And this is the last one for me, because after that the further development downwards it's gonna happen. So the smart money works with Fibonacci retracement and these order blocks. Now if this was it, because I can't see a three-wave move here. Now three-wave move or a zigzag still can develop in something like that, and then we call it an impulse. But the guidelines say that if you want to have a third wave, and if you want to call this a third wave, for me it's an ABC, then a third wave needs to be massive, something like that. Doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen, right? And if you measure it, the third wave lands somewhere around 1.618 and 75. So I'm leaning towards the fact that this was a three-wave move, but I'm gonna get there after. What we need to do, we need to make sure that this pitchfork dies, this bearish pitchfork, before entering longs. What else we want? We want a motive wave after supposedly fifth wave or golden zone reaction. So motive wave means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Motive wave means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an expanding diagonal, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a contracting diagonal. And then we buy the retracement and we go. Most of the time, these reaction first waves, they look sluggish. For example, as you can see here, this doesn't look like anything, but from this little thing, we had a beast. So it is scary to buy right now. So we're gonna wait for this pitchfork to die, and then we can have some maybe more confirmation to long. Like for example, we had a pitchfork here as well, and only after it died it was more secure to enter the longs, right? So I'm waiting for the same for this one. This is not the only pitchfork in the play. There's this one as well. This is the main one, to be honest. Let's hide the first one. And look how it respects the boundaries and the median line. It did bounce here, and I hope that it's not gonna go all the way here, or that if it does, it's gonna do it in some sort of a sideways correction, and then it's gonna go off. Next to the pitchfork, we have some channels. This one is still in play. It got penetrated, but PA made sure that it goes up immediately, so it was bought. There's this one. Hopefully it's dead. And there is that one. This one works with this together. They have their business together. They need to die in order for us to make money. All right, let's go to Elliott wave count. So this little wick on some exchanges crossed the territory of wave 1. So I'm hesitant to call this an impulse right now. This being 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It can be a 1, 2, a 1, 2. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4 being expanding diagonal, because wave 3 is bigger than wave 1, and the wave 4, supposed wave 4, is bigger drop than the wave 2. So there is a possibility of this being a diag expanding one. Another one is A, B, C zigzag, and zigzag is trash because you never know what to expect. You can either have a movement downwards, or you can have you can just have a W, X, and then further development to Y. So the current move, I could pull out a 5-3-5 and we have almost one-to-one movement, which is more of a zigzag, as I mentioned, than an impulse. So I'm not gonna go over this again. Let's go 1 hour. So some sort of a leading diag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 bigger than a 3, and 3 bigger than a fifth wave, 2 bigger than 4. So it's a valid contracting leading diag into a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to end your third wave. Now here comes the tricky part. This is a zigzag. This could be a flat. And that means that 50 is yet to come. But if you want to end your wave 4 here, because it's similar magnitude of wave 2, you could count this flush or an impulse down into the golden zone as a 5th wave. And after that, I didn't bother counting this because I would have to go to 15 minutes and it's still not visible of what actually it is. Does look strong, does look corrective, but I still need some confirmation. So last but not least, we have some divergence with the price action going lower and RSI showing higher high, even on 4 hour. As you can see, lower and higher. And with this, I'm going to end it with the analysis of a Ripple. And quickly, I'm going to show you a EOS count. So this is arguably a good correction because it's a gigantic comparing to wave 4. But I had to do some sort of manipulation in order to get this impulse here as a wave C of a flat. So you can have a flat A, a zigzag B, and an impulse C to have your wave 1 and 2. Then 1 again, 2, 3, 4, 5, expanding expanding triangle, and then the 5th wave. ABC for a flat wave A, WXY for wave B, and an impulse of a wave C of a flat. So 1, 2, we have 5 waves, we have divergence. Dear God, please go. But why it doesn't have to go? Because of this thing. Again, Bitcoin can be anything. And everybody thinks now that we're gonna go down. If this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we have an A, ABC for a B, expanding diagonal for a C. This means that this could be 1, 2, and then 1 and 2, and we will never see this area again, especially with the fact that everybody thinks we're gonna go down. Now it doesn't have to be the case, because this can be 1, 2, 3, some sort of a triangle, 4, 5, and it's still valid. And now we have leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A to the B to the C, and this is your impulse for 1, 2. Or this can be A, B, C, and off we go. If not, this can be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 5, and then we have a case of this whole thing being expanding flat, like I said a long time ago. So it's lovely. And I did short Bitcoin here, just in case. All right, thank you for your attention. And hit a like if it doesn't bother you, please, if you're still here.